The most dangerous person in your life is probably smiling at you right now. Meet Alex, 28 years old, hardworking, loyal, the kind of person who believed friendship meant trust. Today, everything changed. After 4 long years, he finally got promoted. Everyone congratulated him. Everyone smiled, especially his best friend. He looked Alex in the eyes, smiled, and quietly said, "I'm proud of you." 3 days later, Alex walked into his manager's office. Someone had spread lies about him. His reputation was destroyed. The promotion was gone. Years of hard work, gone. The worst part wasn't losing the promotion. It was discovering the person who betrayed him was the same person who smiled the brightest. Because fake friends don't always attack from the front. They stand beside you. They cheer for you. They clap for you. And all the while, they're waiting for the perfect moment to watch you fall. Today, you're going to discover the dark psychology behind fake friends. And by the end of this video, you may never look at your closest friends the same way again. A week later, life looked normal, but something didn't feel normal. Ryan was smiling again, exactly like always. This time, Alex stopped and watched. Then he noticed something. Ryan's eyes never smiled because fake people practice looking genuine. Real happiness reaches the eyes. Fake happiness stops at the face. Most people listen to words. Few people watch behavior. That was the first warning. Alex ignored it. Most people always do. A few days later, Alex noticed something. People were starting to treat him differently. Conversations stopped whenever he walked into the room. At first, Alex thought he was imagining it until Emily pulled him aside. She lowered her voice. "People have been talking about you." Alex froze. "About what?" Emily hesitated. "They think you lied about your promotion." But Alex knew the truth. He had never lied. And then he remembered Ryan. The congratulations. The smile. "I'm proud of you." Suddenly, it sounded different because betrayal doesn't always begin with an attack. Sometimes it begins with a story. The next morning, Alex walked into the office and something felt different. Ryan was already there, talking to 2 coworkers, and they were listening. Ryan noticed Alex, smiled, and immediately changed the subject. Later, one of those coworkers approached Alex. "I heard you weren't exactly honest about the promotion." Alex stared at him. "Who told you that?" The coworker shrugged. "I don't know, Ryan, maybe." But when Alex confronted him, Ryan looked genuinely confused. "Me? Why would I say that?" And that's what made Ryan dangerous. He never looked like the villain. He looked like the friend everyone trusted. And that was exactly the point. But Alex still didn't understand one thing. Ryan wasn't simply reacting to Alex. He was comparing himself to him. And that's where something called relative deprivation can begin. It happens when you look at what someone else has and suddenly feel like you're falling behind. And the strange part is, you don't have to be doing badly. Someone else's success can still make you feel like you're losing. Alex thought Ryan was happy for him. Ryan may have been asking himself, "Why him and not me?" And that's the part Alex never saw. Sometimes, the person standing beside you isn't measuring your success. They're measuring themselves against it. But here's what makes this difficult. Jealousy rarely looks like jealousy. It can look like a joke, a compliment, followed by something that quietly puts you down. That's great, but you got lucky. Your success gets minimized, your mistakes get remembered, and somehow the conversation always comes back to them. That's why one moment means nothing. Patterns mean everything. But there's an even bigger clue. Watch what happens when you genuinely win, not when you fail. A real friend can celebrate your success, even when they're struggling themselves. But someone trapped in constant comparison may experience your win as a reminder of their own loss. And that's when the friendship can quietly change. Less support, more competition, more little comments, designed to make you question your own win. That's the difference. A friend can feel envy and still support you. The problem begins when envy starts controlling their behavior. So, what should you do? When you start noticing these patterns, don't confront someone over one strange comment. Watch the pattern first. Notice what happens when you succeed. Notice what happens when you need help. And notice how they treat you when nobody else is watching, because you don't need to prove they're fake. You only need to decide whether their behavior deserves your trust. And sometimes, the healthiest response isn't revenge. It's distance. The hardest part about fake friends isn't discovering that they changed. It's realizing they may have been competing with you while you were calling it friendship. But remember, feeling envy doesn't automatically make someone fake. What matters is what they do with that feeling. Do they celebrate you or quietly tear you down? Do they support you or make you feel guilty for succeeding? Don't judge the smile. Watch the pattern, because sometimes the person you need to distance yourself from isn't the person who hates you. It's the person who can't be happy when you become more.